QRZ, please seek another frequency. This frequency is currently in use. KB2QM.
Well, I'm talking to somebody on it, KK4SIJ, and you, Bob, Bob. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, Bob. I didn't, but it does seem pretty odd when somebody will not reveal military service. They claim, oh, I was in the service,
HJM, my owner taught me what that stands for, and that's what I try to do, helping all mankind. I mean, that's my motto of what a ham operator is. Over.
Yeah,
hey, Clyde,
I hear you.
You're running that dog signal like a big dog stepping on a little frog. KB8KY. Hi, Clyde.
Hello, Bob. It's crazy.
Yeah, KB8KY. Apparently I cost you a few shut-eyes the other night. Didn't mean to cost you some shut-eye, Bob. I'm going to talk to you just today. Tomorrow you go on the Don't Talk To list because you're not very interesting, but that's tomorrow. Today I'm going to talk to you,
You're going to hold me a meter. I'm going to have to take this old ICOM apart and unwrap the meter from the left-hand peg. I mean, right-hand peg. I mean, it's going all the way over to the other side. That's a good signal.
Any other veterans on the frequency?
I wish I could get put on that list.
Art, Paul, Dan, we'll catch you next go around. This is AB8KY.
Hey, how do I get put on that list? I want to be on the No Talk To list.
AB8KY, you're doing a real good job. You're getting over all the QRN.
Don't leave, Clyde. Stick around. It's going to be getting fun here in a few minutes. I'm going to start on Act 2.
Yeah, and I suppose you hear the QRN too, but what you do, Clyde, is you turn your RF gain up so you don't hear that noise, and then we can just sit back and have a nice conversation.
I just turn up my squelch a little bit.
KK4SIJ, Christopher.
Clyde and
yeah, I heard that. Well,
everybody comes bust right on through, and I don't hear no dogs. KB8KY.
Hey, Bob, you ought to consider yourself lucky. He just put you on the Don't Talk To list, so you lucked out.
So it's all good.
Oh man, that means I'm not going to get the Christmas card.
Nope, no Christmas card.
I'm so heartbroken. I think I'll just go cry.
If you're welcome or not welcome. I mean, that's just the thing that gets me. It's just kind of one of those things where
you got a point there. I never thought of that.
They want to control, but they can't really control, but they try to control it anyway.
Hey, Paul, did anyone tell dogs that the frequency in use and gentlemen stop trying to bust in the QSO?
He's talking about you guys and the fact that you try to control things. And he's talking about you can't come on here and you're on the frequency and he's telling you what he sees.
And the dog can talk back and forth. And then I guess we can all use the same frequency at the same time. That's a good thing.
Hey, Bob.
When you guys are talking, I can't hear him. I don't know. Maybe Lee can make a transmission.
I'm calling you out. I don't believe it. I think if you were in the service, you were rear echelon, like
Bad.
And like this guy Todd was rear echelon too. All of you guys were rear echelon. Isn't that interesting?
Dog is a Muslim.
I don't know what you're running over there, but I'd like to have something like that.
I think they're all rear echelon.
I really think from what I've read on Dog's Twitter website, if you look and you read between the lines and how he respects Islam and Muslims and stuff, I really think Dog is probably a Muslim terrorist.
I think he's a terrorist. I think he's a subversive operator.
Actually, Dan, I told you I was going to call Homeland Security for you.
He's probably a sleeper cell. That's probably what it is. KD8WCP.
Homeland Security and have him put this frequency under surveillance.
Infiltrate in the amateur radio and cause mass havoc and confusion. That's his standard operation procedure for his Islamic brother.
Man, you do what you like. You don't concern me, so more power.
There's Bob. I think I've been in the service.
He's far beyond that as far as taking care of his Islamic brothers. it's not only
I was in the military, but my name is
with intel and everything, it's sexually
my
everything.
feelings are hurt, but I'm not going to tell you what unit I was in.
Only 3,200. That's 3,200 Navy SEALs that actually, through the whole history of Navy SEALs that actually graduated and were real Navy SEALs. Well, if you go to your local neighborhood bar, in every city, in every neighborhood, you'll find at least one person like Dog bragging about how he was a Navy SEAL and everything. So there's millions of them. Millions of pretenders out there that claim that they were this and they were that and they were the other, and there's nothing but a bunch of fakes.
You know what? That's right. I was in the SEALs. I was in the Special Forces. I was in Delta Force. I was in 5th SS. I was in 75th
He physically is not nowhere near being qualified to be a Navy SEAL.
These rear echelon guys can't get which branch of the service
I don't ever believe
unit is in.
101st Airborne like he says. He said the other day to me that he was in the 101st Airborne. They don't allow anybody with an IQ of lower than 86 to be in 101st.
Oh, so he's like Walter Mitty. Not only was he a SEAL,
Bob, you're yellow, Bob, and you were feeling bad. Most of these guys believed me, Bob. They didn't believe you. And you know why, Bob? Because you wouldn't tell it. Anyway, enough of that.
That's what he was. He was secretly
I'm going to ask that the following hams, N9GTO, N9RSY, WD9SCF, and Paul, I want your wives to report to the frequency at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. 10 o'clock on Saturday morning, I'm going to interview the wives of 7200's full-time hams. Those that are here 10, 12, 14 hours a day. We're going to get to the bottom of this. I want pictures, if you would, please, so I can put them on my website of your wives, N9GTO, N9RSY, WD9SEY, and Ed, send me your pictures.
I wonder why JC doesn't call it.
You guys are proud to be 40, 50, and 60-hour-a-week hams on 7200. I know that, and I wish you the best, and I think it's an interesting
Cleveland, Ohio. Talking to anybody, FCC, if you're listening, he's broadcasting.
The culture of amateur radio at large, just WA4D.
Broadcaster on the frequency, FCC. He's not involved in any curt conversation with any licensed operator. He's just spewing all his wants and his list about what he wants. He's trying to conduct a radio show called The Dog Show. His call sign is WA4D. And he's just ranting and raving, carrying on. He's not talking to us because we're not talking to him, KBPQM.
There you go, Bob. There you go. All right, Bob the imposter.
Hey, Todd, you on radio?
The imposter, you old piece of crap.
Bob's the imposter.
Old piece of crap.
Bob,
I will make a deal
Bob, tell me
with
the
you,
highest
dog.
medal you ever won, Bob. I want to hear it. I want to hear the highest medal Bob has won. In fact, I want to hear the highest medal Todd or Bob or N9RSY, the Air Force grease monkey.
I will send you a PDF file. You know how to do PDF. I'll send you a copy of my DD14, okay?
I don't need a DD14. I will post. Here, I'm going to post again on my website.
I did serve in the United States Army.
Yeah. He served in the Army, but he doesn't have any proof of it, no evidence, just talks about it.
Checking into the small penis net.
That's right. Check on in here to the small one net. This is WA4D. Go ahead.
Go take a nap, dog.
Say that again?
You suck.
Yeah, there's Dan, the Air Force grease monkey out there whining and complaining.
What's up with the CW?
Somebody's transmitting, so what?
That must be illegal all of a sudden.
Well, that's what they do here.
Yeah, okay, I heard
a lot of
you,
people
Dan.
like
I heard
to
you.
send various modes and make noises.
Future counsel. You're a very wise and smart man, Dan. KB8PQM.
Yeah, KB8PQM. I'm standby. I'm going to post on my website more evidence of my service, and I know that KB8PQM apparently doesn't have any evidence. He just talks about it.
I don't need any evidence. You know, I'm not faded glory there, dog. Your glory is all faded away. No one cares anymore, you know. You go to Walmart to buy a dress shirt, to buy a sports shirt, to buy a Hawaiian shirt, and you look at the name tag on it, who is made by Vietnam, okay? There are buddies and pals now, our trading partners.
Yeah, I know. I've been back there twice. If I could speak the language, I'd live there.
Speak to me in Vietnamese, dog.
I said I can't. I said if I spoke the language, I wouldn't mind living. I've been back twice, Bob. I don't know what your hang-up is.
I will speak to you in Korean.
Yeah. Good for you. You can speak Korean, Bob, but I don't think you ever wore a uniform, Bob. I think you're yellow.
Yeah. What am I if you are? Ha ha.
Yeah, too bad, Bob. It's too bad. I thought you were a man, not a yellow belly. Anyway, go ahead, Dan. You can get all the words you want in each one.
Yeah, I already told you
something new to my website, WA4D.
I guess you don't know the Texas two-step.
No, Bob. I mean, Dan, are you really that much of a juvenile?
Yeah, I hear, dog, I heard he went to a convention, and he got a cab, and he told the driver to take him to a cheap whorehouse, and he took him to his address.
Negative, Dan. Dan, I want to interview your wife in the blind. Now, I don't want her to know who I am or anything, and we're going to interview her in a neutral. In the blind is a term that researchers use so that you don't influence it, Dan. I want to know what kind of woman is married to a guy that's on the radio sitting there 60, 70, 80 hours a week. I think she might. It could be considered psychological abuse, Dan, what you're doing to her.
You're just jealous.
Yeah. Everybody just hold on a minute now. Did I just hear a gentleman say that Mike quite often visits a cheap whorehouse? Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, I think that's what old Dan wants.
Dan's my hero. Leave him alone.
Dan's all right, but he's got some serious issues. He doesn't have anything but this radio.
You're just jealous.
Hold on, Dan. I'm trying to. I got to post something new here today.
What kind of a guy gets out on his blog and his Facebook and his Twitter, sympathizes and waves the flag for ISIS and Al-Qaeda and stuff like that? I have a little difficulty wrapping my head around that, dog. I don't mind that shit crazy, which you fall right in that category. But what I don't like is for somebody to use, it's like putting Nazis up on a pedestal there.
Dan, calm down. Calm down, Dan.
Consider the subjects that you can think of.
Dan. Okay.
Well, now you done got him all worked up.
Okay, Dan, thank you.
He's telling the truth there, Chris.
Dan. You just read the bitter sarcasm with which I post the stuff. My links are not meant for you working class types that don't read the articles. The articles are from prominent publication. One is from Foreign Affairs talking about what have we learned from ISIS, and how the Deputy Secretary of Defense said, what have we learned from ISIS? See, you guys don't read, and so you can't really grasp the two partners. My tweets are for people that are literate, Dan.
What I want to do is I want to start a collection.
Why does he
and
waste
my
his
dog
time talking to
a
us?
hotel room and a plane ticket to the Dayton Ampfest next year.
Intelligent to talk to. Why is he wasting our airtime with all this garbage?
I'm not wasting your time. I'm calling you a yellow belly. KB8KY. I don't think you've served. I think you're a liar. I think you're just a talker. I think that
Dog's a liar. He's the one that never served. He's a terrorist.
You're going to boil in the bubbling vat of fury.
That's total nonsense. I've never said that. But
Dog's a terrorist. KD8WCP. He's a Muslim sympathizer.
Vietnam the other day.
And he should be watched by the CIA.
And post orders. You want to see scans of orders from back then for various meritorious services?
I did that. And I'm so much
another fun day, dude. How's things down there in the wonderful village of Covington?
I have all these important people.
I went out. I was working on the antenna.
Oh, you're bullshit on them because we're tired of hearing your crap.
On the car, you know, trying to get some things worked around and stuff, and working on the HF radio. And I'm telling you, man, it just sweat my butt off. It's really, really humid out there.
Bob, it's
yeah, I'm sitting here in front of the air conditioner right now. It's still pretty
I'm getting the impression you've been in Korea, but I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm just glad that
Man, I don't. Since when do you think I have anything in common with your principal lieutenants? Ed, Paul, Lou. Those guys are the classic ham on the radio, 14-hour-a-day fat boys that I would have nothing to do with. Dan, you've heard me when the kinds of things I like to talk to. You really don't think those that we're on the same intellectual plane, do you, Dan?
Why the hell you come here?
These people are largely what Harris Pollster calls low information citizens. I don't want to talk to these guys. I do like talking to the occasional independent thinkers that sail through here, and they don't have to agree with me, or they don't even have to like me.
Hit the road, Mike.
Address the issues
Hit the road.
And so you really need to
Hit
relax.
the road.
I know you like to think of yourself as a kind of a radio Walmart greeter on the frequency. Hey, come on in here. Your radio's just great. Your audio is so fantastic. You're a lovely human being. Come on back anytime. Or you turn it over to your assistant Dan. But please, Dan, I never would have wanted this group. It's a lousy neighborhood to start with. WA4D.
Let me try your microphone.
Hit the road, Mike. Hit the road, Jack.
Please.
Hit the road, Mike.
Who is Eric? What?
Your mama, Eric.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, Dan, I'm only getting to hear about one sentence, one word out of three.
Nobody's hearing what you're saying, Mike.
No retirees, please.
Dan, I hear you, but Dan, I know you love to seize on that.
Hell no,
red carpeted cameraman. Dan, do you want a picture of me on the red carpet? Is that what you want?
No, I already got that picture, Mike. I went to your website where you post all of your prideful achievements or whatever you are. I already seen you in that tuxedo and that white ball cap.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people gave me a hard time about that. I wore it anyway. I like that white ball cap with the tuxedo on.
Welcome to the new AB band.
Yeah, I know. That was an expensive hat, by the way. I got that thing in Sweden. But yeah, you're right. No, Dan, no. Only in your mind is that being a big shot. The fact that I've attended events that you'll never even be near, or that in fact you'd probably be arrested if you even showed up at, that's got nothing to do with me or who I am, Dan. You see, Dan, you haven't done much in your life, so if you just sat around Tennessee or in the Midwest your whole life, like most of these guys, I don't think most of these guys have even been out of the country. How many of you have been out of the United States for more than, say, a month?
Diane's got a good microphone.
All you know about me is I'm the voice on the radio. You don't have a what I've done in my life, where I've been, or what I've
Okay, Dan, relax. My God, you're worked up.
anything about Bob. As a matter of fact, you have very few clues about anything in reality. The only thing you're sure of is what WA4D has told WA4D. That's your bucket of information, but you don't have a clue of who or what I am.
Okay, Dan, I am an eager student. I want to learn more about you, Dan.
Something like that.
I want to learn more about Dan because Dan's clearly worked up tonight, and I don't want him to lose any sleep like Bob did. I didn't know that I had the ability to upset these boys to the point that they couldn't sleep. I wonder, is there anything in... Oh, who you've rubbed elbows? He's still talking. I didn't know that.
He needs a good antenna. What kind of antenna does Dan use? Because I always have a hard time trying to hear him.
This time of day, guys, it's the band isn't that good east-west. It's a lot better north-south.
You're too busy telling other people what's wrong with my signal than what it is I'm telling you. See, this is your problem, Don. You have attention deficit disorder.
All right, well, let me take that back. I got a pretty good signal on Dan. I guess it's just the static crashes that are taking him out.
Okay, I don't hear him that well, but it's not tolerable. Dan is worked up tonight, have got control of his mind, and he is just obsessed. Dan, I am going to release control of your mind now. I'm going to release control of your mind. You can relax. You can calm down. Quit worrying about me being a mania. Oh, my God, don't know anything about you. Okay. Dan, I don't really want to know anything about you. Anybody that who got their ham license influenced by my antics in the 80s, that's a pretty sad state of affairs either, Dan.
Guns down.
There you go, Dan.
He's got the best microphone.
He does. Awesome. Dan, I sent you that email today as a joke, and you sent back that long, angry diatribe. I'm not going to read it on the air. I'm not like you. I'm not a kid. If I wanted to, I'd just post it on my webpage. That diatribe, that anger, the hurt. Dan, calm down, my man.
Calm down. Be quiet.
Dan sent me this long diatribe. Angry Dan. I sent him this short note when I put up a self-effacing and laughing mockery at the kind of things that are said here on my webpage. And Dan got all upset. It's almost like junior high here.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I know you're starving for attention, and you just can't wait to get out there and let everybody know. So, Dog, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you 100% my free will for you to read my response to your email. Read my response to your email to everybody, and I'll be reading it along with you. Don't vary off the timeline there. You just
I can see now that some of these, debating conversations and disagreements goes beyond ham radio. It goes as far as email and probably even phone calls. It just, oh man, I guess it just doesn't stop until all forms of communications have been exhausted.
Well, you got to remember, look, Dan doesn't have anything else but the radio. This culture of the radio and the guys he says hi to every morning, the same ones that he said hi to the day before that, and the day before that, and the day before that. And he'll say hi to the same guys tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. There's nothing wrong with that. But my larger point here is that when your entire world revolves around sitting on a specific frequency on ham radio, talking to the same 3 or 4 dozen people that sail through here regularly, that is a sign of an extremely small world. WA4D. WA4D.
I find it humorous. That's what I was trying to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm on the radio maybe 8 hours a week.
You know,
maybe a week.
Wishing death on their family or something when I was talking about how you make fun of some of the some of the realities on here on 7.200. I thought it was very entertaining, but when I was sharing my opinion about that and why I find you funny, them guys they just come unglued when I said that.
Well, of course they did. It's because Dan and all those other guys, this is their world, man, and if somebody disrupts the way they see the world, their perspective, somebody challenges it, somebody brings up the reality that they are people, when they say, WA4D, you're, oh wait, somebody wants to, I gotta moderate a comment on the webpage, but Dan, Ed, Paul, I've said who the suspects are, but my God, can you imagine living on the radio?
Oh, jealous old piece of crap hit the road. Miserable shit.
I heard 2 or 3 of you talking. Dan is dying for me to read his response. Not going to happen, Dan. I don't care about it. Dan is upset now. He just won't shut up. I'm in control of his mind, and that's a dangerous thing. I don't want to hurt Dan. I want to bring Dan along. I've urged him to get off the radio and do something else, but have you ever seen where he lives?
But you know what?
There's an N9 in there. Go ahead. Dan's bored me to death.
Down there, and you have like 30,000 groups surrounding you shooting AK-47. One tucking in bad shit about them Air Force guys, and only threw you in there and gave you air support.
What? Dan, I do not know what you're talking about. What year, what country, what war, and where were you? Anytime a veteran tells another veteran it's none of your business, it means that they were nowhere near the tip of the spear.
Wow, you're going to have a lot of difficulty just proving that with my doggone
They were nowhere near the smell of cordite. They were nowhere near the concussive blast of artillery. They were nowhere near the vomit from being terrified. That's what you can rest assured anytime one veteran talks about another military action that you're unfamiliar with and you ask him where he was and he says that's none of your business, you know there's a lot of smoke being blown.
So because my grandfather don't want to talk about being at Pearl Harbor and he's lying?
No, I didn't say that. If he said he was at Pearl Harbor, it is a well-known, well-documented event. And by the way, as far as big battles go, Pearl Harbor, what happened? How many died at Pearl Harbor? What was it? 2,000 or 3,000, I think, at most. The same as D-Day. The real fighting in World War II did not take place by American forces. 3,000 dead on D-Day. That is a very, very small number compared to many, many engagements in World War II, particularly on the Eastern Front. So don't get too frisky with that. Oh, my granddad was at Pearl. The fact is, most people at Pearl were just innocent victims. They weren't involved in heavy-duty combat.
You unpatriotic prick.
No, it's not being unpatriotic. It's a fact.
What's that
WA4D. What's unpatriotic about stating the truth about Pearl Harbor?
What's unpatriotic about it is the fact that you weren't there and you don't know, and you shouldn't talk about it.
Shouldn't talk about what?
What's unpatriotic about it is you weren't there, so you don't really know. And only first-hand people can. And some don't talk about it at all.
Okay, so what? They don't talk about it, but anybody can talk about it. Have you ever read any books about it? I don't mean watch these silly movies like Torah. I'm talking about read about the event, how it took place, the early morning sub-thing, the sightings, the missed reconnaissance, the poor intelligence back in Washington, how it all went down, all of the events surrounding, well before the Arizona. Have you read a single book by any substantial military historian? You'll know as much or more than anybody that was there.
Yeah, I have read them and lived them.
Okay. All right, well, good for you. But I don't think that you've got to have been at an event to make an observation or even a judgment.
No, maybe you don't.
I want a high 5,000.
What you've been stating without having your facts backed up ain't good. Especially for your being a veteran, as you say you are.
You dog. Really picking up in South Georgia right now in
yeah, well, I think you got guys that like to pretend like they were there or pretend that they were involved in something. Like Dan. Dan always likes to infer that there was jet blast singeing his hair every day and incoming rounds on the strip. Dan was dodging them to keep the grease monkeys working in the rear. Come on. Most of those guys in Vietnam were behind the wire most of their tour, and it was about as safe as being in Central Park.
I want to be on
the real heroes don't talk about it, so that's my point.
What did you say about don't talk about it?
I said the real heroes don't talk about it. That's my point.
You said I was a hero. I didn't say I was a hero.
On this frequency is WA4D.
Yeah, did I say I was a hero?
I never said you said that. I said the real heroes.
Definitely not a hero. I think there were very, very few heroes. I think they gave away medals left and right in Vietnam that just for showing up. So I don't buy into that. We're all heroes. I think there are very, very few heroes.
Everybody's all like you. Anybody that signs up voluntarily or drafted in is a hero. They served for their country, for the color of the blood. They did it. They're a hero. Bottom line.
You better disassociate, decouple, drop off the load, or you're not a hero.
Yeah. Well, they served, but they weren't heroes. Some of them were. A few of them were. Most guys don't want to be called heroes, especially by those of you who were rear echelon like Dan.
Where did you serve?
Oh, man, do we have to go through this again?
I wasn't in here. I'm asking you a question. Where did you say is you?
Airborne Division from 1970 and 71. I was in the 42nd Infantry Platoon Scout Dog. I was attached to 1st Brigade at Camp Eagle. I spent most of my time in the jungle working on firebases Bastogne, Bagel, and Checkmate along the Songbo River and on the edge of the Ashaw Valley. If you want, I'll put up a picture of me in a slick going into the jungle. Is that necessary?
Yes, I do.
Nope. Thank you for your service. You didn't have to say anything but that. And that classifies you as hero,
So
whether you want to believe it or not.
The background saying how many women and children did you kill? Did you hear that? So these are the kinds of Americans that hang out here. So when you tell people they can't talk about something, you got to understand there's a group of very trashy guys here. These are Dan's friends, by the way. These guys have been waiting 25 years for me to come back to ham radio.
Come back to CB.
Buy yourself a CB radio,
you're not
dog.
patriotic because you don't bow down to some of the myths that surround our military exploits.
Significant station from Wisconsin that he can't stand.
No, I don't know. Go ahead.
Hello, Larry. KBPQ and Bob in Cleveland waving a hand.
Yeah, there's old Bob, the yellow belly.
Thank you, ARRL.
Okay, hey, dog, JC, kiss my ass. Come over here and get down on your knees and give my butt a big smackaroo. Kiss both cheeks.
Here we go. Mano y mano. All right.
You know, it's too bad they don't make a crap radio filter, you know, that filters out all the crap. They're
WA4D. Hello,
loud and proud.
The guy that asked me or demanded wanted to know where I'd been, and it was a legitimate thing. He said he wasn't in here earlier, and when he said, where were you? What did you do? I just spit it out. Boom, 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 boom. But KK4SIJ, I don't know. You'll have to look at my 214. Anybody can claim they got 214.
We just got back from Florida, and we're listening.
Rattling some
but he can't tell you the unity with
WA4D. He's conducting the dog radio show.
WA4 dog.
Everything's wrong in the world. You know, that's a sign of insanity. I was told once that we think everyone's crazy but you.
No, Dan. It's called being a misanthrope. I want you to look that up, Bob. I know you know what that means. A misanthrope.
Welcome to WA4D Broadcast Network.
No, it's not a broadcast network.
Starring the dog.
I know you want to call it that. You guys let's get busy. Get him for broadcasting. He's broadcasting. You, Dan, and every other ham here. By the way, a misanthrope, Bob, is a person who believes that humankind will always fail to perform at much of a level. Another trait of being a misanthrope, Bob, is to avoid human society. I don't do that. I like meeting people. I like getting out. I enjoy that. I don't spend 14 hours a day on the radio like Big Dan down there.
Captain Dave, good to hear your voice on the radio again. 38 PQM, broken old bottles and Cleveland.
Yeah, WA4D.
Hold on. What in the hell is going on out here?
Well, what's going on is we're having a little fun on the radio. Dan's all upset. He cannot stand the fact
Listen to that Quorma. I gotta go down to the Ronco radio store and get me a Quorma filter.
Little storm, I see it down there, yeah.
Yeah. Once again, boys, WD9 SDS is on the frequency, and if you need medical advice, I urge you do not consult expensive doctors. WD9 SDS can help you out.
7.200 anymore, and some bitch is still talking while I'm trying to say what I gotta say.
Yeah,
shut up and listen for a minute. You told Dan 3 weeks ago that you would not shadow this frequency again. So what the fuck are you doing sitting here causing hell and chaos again? Hit the fucking road.
You know how when politicians say, I support daycare funding, and then a few years later they say, no, I don't support that funding? Sometimes conditions change. I deemed it necessary to enter the fray.
Listen to that.
Dan is
somebody go on the internet and go to YouTube and type this in.
On the radio at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning.
That is the same person.
You'll encourage him to do that. I think if we get his wife on and find out what that poor woman has gone through, then we can get Dan to get off the radio and not be here 14 hours a day.
We love you, Curtis. Glad you're doing all right.
I want to get Dan a life. It's the Get Dan a Life campaign that I'm starting. It's altruistic. I'm going to reach out to Dan. I'm going to do it. No, I don't want any credit for this, but I want you guys to help me out. WA4D.
We don't want to help you do nothing. We can help you to your funeral. Maybe make some arrangements for you.
There's several of you talking at the same time, but really, this is a serious matter.
Dog, if you were drowning, I wouldn't throw your rifle over. Maybe a bucket of water, give you some help.
All right, Dan. Bob, I'm not going to call you Yella anymore because I think you might have been in the service, probably in Korea, but nowhere near the sound of any hostile action. But you ought to learn, man, among veterans, when you can't immediately respond with the unit you were in accurately and the dates accurately, then you're immediately suspect. And so that's why I called you out on that, Bob.
Statistically, Doug, I don't care what you think or you call me out. You're not a man enough to meet somebody at a place and location and run your mouth to their face. You hide behind your microphone like a collarless little asshole you are.
Oh, my, Bob, you're getting a little out of line there, Bob, calling names like that. Bob, by the way, I hear your friend WD9SES out there. Would you, is he like you? Will he tell us what unit he was in, or is he going to hide like you behind, it's none of your business? Is WD9SES, is he a veteran, Bob?
It's just ungodly, man.
You are an idiot.
Years go on.
Dog, you are an idiot. You are an imbecile. You are the village Billy.
Get somebody to listen to me about what.
You are the village idiot. You come out here and you prove to the world how much of an idiot you are.
KK4SIJ. All upset for some reason, and I don't know why. WA4D.
KK4SIJ.
Christopher, have you ever heard this guy Curtis? He talks like this. I'm going to get my CT scan in the morning. You ever heard that guy?
So now you like to never understand him
because they're not
in WA4D.
So if they don't want to talk about what you talk about, and if they don't,
here he goes. He's going to threaten me now. Stand by. Stand by. I want to hear it. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got to push the red button here. Will you give me 1 second, Curtis?
Yeah, get your fucking recorder ready, okay?
There you go. Come on. I might want to play it back for you later because I want your audio good. Would you please take that clothespin off your nose, Curtis? Okay, go ahead. I'm ready for the threat. Bring it on. I hope the Homeland Security Department is listening. Terrorist alert, terrorist surveillance of the channel. Go ahead.
Are you ready to record?
Official observer, the FCC's monitoring.
Here's the recording I need to have. WA4D is broadcasting on 7.200, recording people that are not in compliance.
Hey, Dan, I thought you said somebody was grasping at straws here, Dan.
All methods to do what he's doing.
Hey, Dan, let me tell you something. Dan, at least you grew up in the school of hard knocks. This guy, WD9SES, was the kind of guy that got bitch slapped in gym class after the 8th grade.
That'll be taken care of.
Thank you, sir.
That's right, boys. I almost ran out of violins earlier because listening to Dan tell us about the school of hard knocks.
Did they give you a diploma?
I don't know if he got a diploma or not. He's a ham radio operator, maybe, but Dan doesn't like diplomas. See, Dan is an anti-intellectual. Dan doesn't believe in education. Dan has a degree in common sense. He is disdainful of people who are degreed or those achievements thereof. He finds them a threat to his way of life. So, to your answer, I don't know if he got a diploma or not, but I don't think Dan would like a diploma. He finds pieces of paper disgusting. So please don't ask if Dan got a diploma from the School of Hard Knocks. Now, previously he's told us that he has a PhD in common sense.
Well, on the direction that this nation has been going for about the past 40 years now, I wouldn't be surprised if there actually was a legitimate school establishment known as a School of Hard Knocks, is why I asked.
Yeah, there might be. There might be a School of Hard Knocks. Well, actually, there's going to be. Everybody's screwed. I don't have any hate and discontent. I'm having a blast.
So you must be really, you want to...
That's what I was trying to explain earlier, is trying to have these guys lighten up a little bit and have a little fun. Hey, listen here, Mike. I got on here the other night. This just happened to remind me. I'm going to share this with you real quick. There's guys on here, a couple of guys here talking. I didn't say a word. I've been here listening for a little while, just minding my own business, and they're on the receive mode. The guy here was talking about he had a pubic hair in his throat. And it went on for a few minutes, and I couldn't hold it back no more. I had to get on here and try to get these guys use a little bit more creativity on choosing, topics of discussion other than, pubic hair in somebody's throat. And then, just a moments later, some Boy Scouts got on here and was trying to, talk on the ham radio and stuff like that. I'm like, man, that's a good thing they didn't pan about.
Well, actually, Dan, I think he's giving Rush Limbaugh a bad name.
Sure. They probably would not be interested in amateur radio over here, those kind of remarks.
Well, I heard what you're saying, but kids don't belong in ham radio. Who are they going to talk to? Guys like Dan and Ed? And N9GTO? Is that who they're going to talk to? That's who they're going to learn from? These are guys that don't even have smartphones, for God's sake. They don't know anything about contemporary culture. They don't know about the globalized world we live in. They're the absolute wrong people for young kids to be around. I don't think they belong around hams at all.
Yeah, I heard that. Well, I was just like, wow. I couldn't help myself no more. I've been holding it for a while, so I got in there.
WA4D.
Trying to help emphasize the gears in their head to come up with something a little more creative to talk about other than, now, I don't know if it was a woman's hair or a man's hair in the gentleman's throat. I don't know. I don't exactly know what was going on. Don't really care to know. I just think that was had some little better talk about than that.
Well, that's what they do here. When I came on tonight, WA4D, when I came on tonight, they were making misogynistic 7th grade boy jokes about women, led by Dan and his lieutenants, and they were all going yuck, 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 yuck. And then you tell me they were talking about pubic hair in some guy's throat the other night. That is typical. It is not the exception. That's who this 7.200 bunch is made up of.